We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Shadowman, issue 2. This is from the 2021 series from Valiant Comics, written by Cullen Bunn, with art by John Davis Hunt, colors by Jordie Bellaire, letters by Clayton Cowles, cover by John Davis Hunt, associate editor David Menschel, senior editor Heather Antos. We start off with this kind of stupid horror stereotypical opening that really doesn't have anything to do with the story. Then we actually get to our main story. You can absolutely tell that Cullen Bunn is a horror fan because of the opening of this is very much like a B-grade movie, but then it gets into the actual comic, and we've got Jack Boniface, aka Shadowman, walking around with Baron in this small town. It's called Enoch, Arizona, and it's a ghost town, but the veil between the Deadside and the living world is thin and getting thinner, and Shadowman has to figure out what's going on and put a stop to it, and he starts noticing that power waxes and wanes depending on where he is in the town. And he starts seeing phantoms and realizing that there is this woman that's involved in this, and we saw glimpses of her last issue, but it's quickly revealed who's behind this. It's this big monstrous demon thing, and he's got to kill some of its servitors before facing off with it. It's a pretty good self-contained story that's part of a larger narrative. Cullen Bunn is definitely a better horror writer than a comic book superhero writer, but he seems to have found a pretty good balance here. Now, the story is pretty self-contained, and like I said, it's part of a bigger storyline, but it really works well here. He's done a very good job of compressing this down into a smaller story when he could have dragged it out, and I'm glad he didn't. So I'm actually going to recommend this. I thought it was pretty fun. Paper quality is pretty decent too. I was actually surprised by how much I liked the issue. I thought it was pretty solid entertainment. It's not the Shadowman of the 90s, but it's definitely an interesting read, and it's a new take on it, and this is much better than the previous series. So I will recommend it on that front. There is a preview for Ninjak in here, and that art is horrible. Oh, that is just such disastrous trash art. It's that same kind of pop art that you'd see in like the 60s drawn by a middle schooler. It's awful, and it's full of these hideous colors. So by contrast, Shadowman had really good art, and I was actually pretty impressed with that. So I'm gonna recommend this issue. I thought it was pretty fun. $4 is a bit steep because the story does seem like it's a little short, but overall I had fun reading it, and if you're looking for a Shadowman story that isn't from the 90s, this is probably the next best thing. I also thought the cover was pretty good, but it doesn't really tell you anything about the story, but it's a cool pin-up piece. I will recommend this. I thought it was fun. Like I said, it's a decent read, and considering how bad Valiant's been lately, this is a nice step in the right direction. That'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, share the video around on your social media, or buy yourself something nice from the Teespring store. If you'd like to support us financially, you can do a one-time donation through Streamlabs, which accepts PayPal, or monthly on Patreon. All those links are in the description, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.